जय राधा माधव कुंज बिहारी। जय राधा माधव कुंज बिहारी। गोपी जन वल्लभ गिरिवर धारी। गोपी जन वल्लभ गिरिवर धारी। यशोदानंदन ब्रज जन रंजना। यशोदानंदन ब्रज जन रंजना। यमुना तीरा वनचारी। यमुना तीरा वनचारी। जय राधा माधव कुंज बिहारी। हरे कृष्णा कृष्ण कृष्ण हरे हरे, हरे राम 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 हरे हरे। हरे कृष्णा कृष्ण कृष्ण हरे हरे, हरे राम 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 हरे हरे। हरि बोल हरि बोल हरि बोल हरि बोल। निताय गौर हरि बोल हरि बोल हरि बोल हरि बोल। श्रील प्रभुपाद की, श्रीमद् भागवतम की जय, समवेत भक्तवृंद की जय। निताय गौर प्रेमानंदे हरि हरि बोल। ओम अज्ञानतिमिरान्धस्य ज्ञानाञ्जनशलाकया चक्षुरुन्मीलितं येन तस्मै श्रीगुरवे नमः। श्रीचैतन्यमनोभीष्टं स्थापितं येन भूतले स्वयं रूप कदा मह्यं ददाति स्वपदान्तिकं। वन्देऽहं श्रीगुरो श्रीयुतपदकमलं श्रीगुरून् वैष्णवांश्च। श्रीरूपं साग्रजातं Sagana Raghunathannitam Tang Sajivam Sadvaitam Savadhutam Parijana Sahitam Krishna Chaitanya Devam Sri Radha Krishna Padan Sagana Lalita Sri Vishakhanitangscha Namo Om Vishnu Padaya Krishna Pristhaya Bhutale Srimate Bhakti Vedanta Swami Niti Namine Namaste Saraswate Deve Gauravani Pracharine Nirvishesha Shunyavadi Paschata Deshotarine Vancha Kalpa Tarubhascha Kripa Sindhu Bhayevacha Patitanang Pavanebho Vaishnavebho Namo Namaha Namo Mahabadanyaya Krishna Prema Pradayate Krishnaya Krishna Chaitanya Namne Gauratise Namaha He Krishna Karuna Sindho Dinabandho Jagatpate Gopesha Gopika Kanta Radhakanta Namostute Tapta Kanchana Gaurangi Radhe Vrindavaneshwari Prishabhanu Sute Devi Pranamami Hare Priye Jaya Sri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Sri Advaita Gadadhar Sivasadi Gaura Bhakta Vrinda Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Hare Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya Today is the day when Srila Prabhupada left for America in 1965. So we are supposed to read from that area a little bit. So I shall try with the blessings of Janmashtami Prabhu. Hope I will be able to do something. It is from the handbook that we did a course on Prabhupada. It's done by Janmashtami Prabhu. So, starting from Delhi, as Srila Prabhupada took sannyas in the year 1969, 59. So, Bhaktivedanta Swami met Mr. Agarwal, a Mathura businessman, and mentioned to him in passing, as he did to almost everyone he met, that he wanted to go to West. Although Mr. Agarwal had known Bhaktivedanta Swami for only a few minutes, he volunteered, tried to get him a sponsor in America. It was something Mr. Agarwal had done a number of times when he met a sadhu who mentioned something about going abroad to teach Hindi, a Hindu culture. He would ask his son Gopal, an engineer in Pennsylvania, to send back a sponsorship form. When Mr. Agarwal volunteered to help this way, Bhaktivedanta Swami urged him to please do so. Srila Prabhupada says, I did not say anything seriously to Mr. Agarwal, but perhaps he took it very seriously. I asked him, well, why don't you ask your son Gopal to sponsor so that I can go there? I want to preach there. To his surprise, after 3 or 4 months, he was contacted by the Ministry of External Affairs and informed that his no objection certificate for going to US was ready. Since he had not instigated any proceedings for leaving the country, Bhaktivedanta Swami had to inquire from the ministry about what had happened. This showed him the statutory declaration from form signed by Mr. Gopal Agarwal of Butler, Pennsylvania. Mr. Agarwal solemnly declared that he would bear the expenses of Bhaktivedanta Swami during his stay in the United States. Gopal had requested a form from the Indian consulate in New York, obtained a statement from his employer certifying his monthly salary, gotten a letter from his bank showing his balance as of April 1965, and had the form notarized. It had been stamped and approved in New York and sent to Delhi. Now Bhaktivedanta Swami had a sponsor, but he still needed a passport, visa, P-form and travel fare. The passport was not very difficult to obtain. Krishna Pandit helped, and by June 10 he had his passport. The passport was not very difficult to and by June 10 he had his passport. Carefully he penned in his address at the Radha Krishna temple in Chippiwada, and wrote his father's name, Gaur Mohan De. He asked Krishna Pandit also to pay for his going abroad, but Krishna Pandit refused, thinking it against Hindu principles for a sadhu to go abroad. A sadhu should not go abroad, otherwise he will get contaminated and that's his fall down. That was the idea. And also it was very expensive. Then Bombay, ticket, visa and P-form. With his passport and sponsorship papers, Bhaktivedanta Swami went to Bombay not to sell books or raise funds for printing. He wanted a ticket for America. Again, he tried approaching Sumati Morarji, the owner of Scindia Steamship and Navigation Company. He showed his sponsorship papers to her secretary, Mr. Chokshi, who was impressed and who went to Mrs. Morarji on his behalf. The Swami from Vrindavan is back. He has published his book on your donation. He has a sponsor and he wants to go to America. He wants you to send him on Scindia ship. Mrs. Morarji said no. The Swami was too old to go to the United States and expect to accomplish anything. He told Mr. Chokshi that he should convince Mrs. Morarji. He coached Mr. Chokshi on what he should say. Mrs. Morarji again said no, exasperated with Mr. Chokshi's ineffectiveness. Bhaktivedanta Swami demanded a personal interview. It was granted, and a grey-haired, determined Bhaktivedanta Swami presented his emphatic request. please give me one ticket. Sumati Murarji was concerned. Swamiji, you are so old. You are taking this responsibility. Do you think it is at all right? No. He reassured her, lifting his hand as if to reassure a doubting daughter. It's all right. But do you know what my secretaries think? They say Swamiji is going to die there. Bhaktivedanta made a face as if to dismiss a foolish rumor. Again he insisted that she give him ticket. All right, she said, get your P-form and I will make an arrangement to send you by our ship. Bhaktivedanta Swami smiled brilliantly and happily left her office. Past her amazed and skeptical clerks. The clerks were skeptical. A P-form, another necessary for an Indian national who wants to leave the country, is a certificate given by the State Bank of India, certifying that the person has no excessive debts in India and is cleared by the banks. That would take a while to obtain, and he also did not yet have as US visa. He needed to pursue these government permissions in Bombay, but he had no place to stay. So Mrs. Morarji agreed to let him reside at the Scindia colony, a compound of apartments for employees of the Scindia company. He became a celebrity at the Scindia colony. Various families brought him rice, sabji and fruit. They brought so much that he could not eat it all. And he mentioned this to Mr. Chokshi, just accept it and distribute it, Mr. Chokshi advised. Bhaktivedanta Swami then began giving remnants of his food to the children. Prasad. Some of the older residents gathered to hear him as he read and spoke from Srimad Bhagavatam. Mrs. Morarji asked Bhaktivedanta Swami if he would read Srimad Bhagavatam to her in the evening. He agreed. She began sending her car for him at 6 o'clock each evening, and they would sit in her garden where he would recite and comment on the Bhagavatam. How nice a patron she is. His backing by Scindia and his sponsorship in the United States were a strong presentation. And with the help of the people at Scindia, he obtained his visa on July 28, 1965. But the P-form proceedings went slowly and even threatened to be a last. Insurmountable obstacles. Srila Prabhupada says, formally there was no restriction for going outside, but for a sannyasi like me, I had so much difficulty obtaining the government permission to go out. I had applied for the P-form sanction, but no sanction was coming. Then I went to the State Bank of India. The officer was Mr. Martachari. He told me, Swamiji, you are sponsored by a private man, so we cannot accept. If you are invited by some institution, then we could consider. But you are invited by a private man for 1 month. And after 1 month, if you are in difficulty, there will be so many obstacles. But I had already prepared everything to go. So Prabhupada says. So I said, what have you done? He said, I have decided not to sanction your P-form. I said, no, don't do this. You better send me to your superior. It should not be like that. So he took my request and he sent the file to the chief official of foreign exchange, something like that. So he was supreme man in the State Bank of India. I went to see him. I asked his secretary, do you have such and such a file? You kindly put it to Mr. Rao. I want to see him. So the secretary agreed, and he put the file, and he put my name down to see him. I was waiting. So Mr. Rao came personally. He said, Swamiji, I passed your case, don't worry. With what great difficulty I got out of the country. With what great difficulty I got out of the country, some way or other, by Krishna's grace, I got out so I could spread the Krishna consciousness movement all over the world. Otherwise, to remain in India, it was not possible. I wanted to start a movement in India, but I was not at all encouraged. So, up to here I'll live, and as Prabhupada says, from there then he got the date for going. From Delhi he came to Calcutta, but he did not stay with his son's house. He stayed at some dharmashala or so. And then the next day his son came to see him, and together they went to Khidirpur dock, and then from there Prabhupada went with some chipped rice with him, and an umbrella and a small suitcase. Of course he had books, the Srimad Bhagavatam, first canto in 3 volumes, that was taken from Cochin of Trivandrum, Kerala, on the way. So in this way, Srila Prabhupada, at the old age, but he had so much of courage, he tried for a very, very big thing, very difficult job. And by Krishna's mercy, he succeeded. Srila Prabhupada ki jai. So, now is Srimad Bhagavatam today. So, today is a big task. Slok number 17 to 21. The killing of the demon Hiranyaksha. Slok on the board is 21. Huh? 17 is there on the board. Achha. Athorudhāsṛjan māyāṁ yoga-māyeśvare harau vilokya prajās trastā menire asya upasaṁyamam athorudhāsṛjan athorudhāsṛjan yoga-māyeśvare harau Jang vilokya prajās trastā menire syopasaṁyamam athorudhāsṛjan māyāṁ yoga-māyeśvare harau Jang vilokya prajās trastā menire syopasaṁyamam athorudhāsṛjan māyāṁ yoga-māyeśvare harau Jang vilokya prajās trastā menire syopasaṁyamam. Please repeat. Prabhu. Mataji's. Atha, then, urudhā, in many ways, asṛjat, he cast, māyām, conjuring tricks, yoga-māyā-īśvare, the Lord of yoga-māyā, harau, at hari, young, which, vilokya, after seeing, prajāḥ, the people, trastā, fearful, menire, thought, asya, of this universe, upasaṁyamam, the dissolution, translation and purport by Srila Prabhupada. The demon, however, employed many conjuring tricks against the personality of Godhead, who is the Lord of yoga-māyā. At the sight of this, the people were filled with alarm and thought that the dissolution of the universe was near. The fighting enjoyment of the Supreme Lord with his devotee, who had been converted into a demon, appeared severe enough to bring about the dissolution of the universe. This is the greatness of the Supreme Personality of Godhead. Even the wavering of his little finger appears to be a great and very dangerous movement in the eyes of the inhabitants of the universe. So here we see that Hiranyaksha, the demon, So he tried to impose some kind of maya on the Mayeshvara. Mayeshvara means controller of maya. The Lord is the controller of maya, and yoga-māyā, all other mayas are subsidiary to yoga-māyā. Yoga-māyā is the supreme maya, and that maya is controlled by Krishna. So we are mayādhīn, we are adhīn, controlled by maya. We are maya adhīn. We are under maya. And Krishna is mayādhīsh. Maya-adhīsh means adhishar. He is the adhishar of maya, controller of maya, the owner of maya. So that is Mayeshvara, Ishwar of maya. So here we see that Hiranyaksha is trying to bewilder the Supreme Personality of Godhead. Of course, the Lord, he didn't take it easily. He also took it seriously. And then Prabhupada says that it is something like this fight between the child and his father. Sometimes the father fights with his child, and so there I am defeated by you. So similarly, here that rasa is there. So, but no matter what kind of maya is imposed on the Lord, it doesn't work at all. Even the tantra and different kind of mantra and those black magic and these things also do not apply to the Lord and his devotees as well. Of course, the devotees who are in an elevated state, for them these things do not work at all. It's mentioned in the 11th canto of Srimad Bhagavatam that no black magic works with the Lord or his devotees. So, vilokya prajās trastā, when they saw that the citizens were trastā means terrified. Trastā means terrified. And then they thought, maybe the whole creation is going to be finished, or what? Just like nowadays at some part of world, war is going on, and many people are thinking if it becomes a world war, it will be very difficult. Very difficult. So similarly here we see that seeing the war between the Lord and his demon devotee, they are feeling very afraid what's going to happen. Slok 18. Prabhurvāyavas candastama pāsava muiran digbho nipetur grabana khepanoi prahita eva. Fire's winds began to blow from all directions. From all directions air comes very forcefully. It may become whirlwind and it destroys everything. So Just like last time there was whirlwind, so it started from Kerala, then came to other states, and it went up to Rajasthan, Maharashtra, and devastating all the area. No one can stop it. So this is a powerful whirlwind. So fire's wind began to blow from all directions, spreading darkness occasioned by dust and hailstorm. I do not know if you have any experience of such situation, to fall in the hailstorm with dust. At least not with hailstorm, when dust and whirlwind comes, and if you are in the storm there, it's very difficult, very difficult. Stones came in volleys. So much stones came, maybe like chips, stone chips, something like that. Lot of stones came from every corner, as if thrown by machine guns. Like the how you say, kshepanastra, the missiles. Missiles. Slok 19. Dornashta bhagan abhrogho savidyut tanayitnubhi varshadbhi kuyakesha sigbin mutrasthini chak chashakrit. Dornashta bhagana, in the sky, in the upper area, nashta bhagana, all different planets are getting destroyed. It seems due to the storm, seems like the other planets are upwards, they are getting destroyed. Abhrogho, abhro means the cloud, a lot of cloud. Savidyut stanidbhi, there was thunderstorm. Varshadbhi, and showering. What is showered? Puyo kesha stig binmutrasthini. Puyo means pus, pus from some sore. Puyo kesha means hair. Then stig means we said pus, hair, blood. Sig means blood. Binmutra. Binmutra means stool. Mutra means urine. And asthini means bones. Bones. So all these things were showered heavily. You can imagine the situation. If you have, it's all become dark and heavy storm with this kind of things, and stones falling in heavily. So what happens in this situation? The luminaries in upper space disappeared due to the skies being overcast with masses of clouds. The other stars and planets, they were not found, as if lost, disappeared, which were accompanied by lightning and thunder. The sky rained pus, hair, blood, stool, urine, and bones. Fortunately, we never had such experience that it rains, this kind of things are rained from the sky. Of course, we have experience of water falling and thunder is there, but not this kind of things. So then, slok 20, Giraya pratyadrishyanta nanayodha uchu nagha digbashasho yatudhanna sulinno muktamurdhaja. Sinless Vidur, O sinless Vidur, mountains discharged weapons of various kinds. By whose influence? Hiranyaksha. Hiranyaksha was throwing different kinds of weapons from the mountains. And naked demonesses, armed with tridents, appeared with their hair hanging loose. Rakshasis. These are called Rakshasis. Rakshasa means man-eaters, and these are the female ones. Slok 21. Bhavir jaksharakshovi pattasharatha kunjaroi atha taibhir utsishta hingsta vacha ativaishasa. Bhavir jaksharakshovi. Many yaksha and rakshas. Raksha means rakshasas. Yaksha and rakshasas. Pattasharatha kunjaroi. It is cruel and savage slogans were uttered by hosts of ruffian yakshas. Oh my God. And rakshasas. Cruel and savage slogans were uttered by hosts of ruffian yakshas and rakshasas. In 1984, when there was attack by the dacoits at our temple here, then I saw it was just behind Lotus building. This side, not that side, not eastern side, southern side. They are cutting the collapsible gate with axe, and others were supporting and protecting them, and most were wearing lungi tied like this, and they were abusing the devotees and temple, speaking all nonsense, So this kind of situation, not only attacking but abusing also, talking all kinds of rubbish. So this is the nature, not only attacking but also talking in a very bad way. So then what happened? Who are either marched on foot or rode on horses, elephants, or chariots. They were having all kinds of, armies. Army was there, also horse army with horse, army with elephant and chariot, everything. Ratharohi, Asyarohi, Padatik, Ratharohi. Ratharohi means Rath, sitting on Ratha, chariot. Asyarohi, Asya means horses. And also Hasti Vahini can be there. So in that way, Hiranyaksha is fighting his best by all his strength with the Lord, and the Lord is just enjoying it. It is said that when this kind of attack was done, the Lord was enjoying it. Something like if a flower garland is, if someone hits an elephant with a flower garland, as the elephant feels, similarly the Lord was very happy to be attacked like that. So in this way, the Lord has enjoyed. Actually, he wants to enjoy. So another thing is that many times people say we should hear Krishna Lila, Krishna's pastimes. This is the pastimes. We have to see how big the demon is. How big is the demon is beyond calculation. And he is totally independent. No one to control him. And such a big demon, all the demigods failed. So then who will control such a demon? So here we should note that how strong the Lord is. Just like if you have to catch thief, the police has to be stronger than. Similarly, to control these demons, the Lord has to be much more strong. So that's what is shown here. In this way we should understand the pastimes of Krishna. It is not just Varahadev Lila or Hiranyakashipu, Nrsimhadev Lila. No. It is Krishna Lila. Who is Krishna? Who is Nrsimhadev? Who is Varahadev? Only Krishna. It's just like a very big snake going, and there are some coverages. Some areas covered and some areas seen. Somewhere you see the tail, somewhere you see the middle portion, somewhere you see the face. So you see the tail or face or middle, same snake. It is same snake, isn't it? So it is the Lord Himself in different mood, with different preparations, different weapons, different moods, at different incarnations. So this is very special Krishna Lila. It's not just Hiranyaksha Lila or Varaha Lila. It is Krishna Lila. Hare Krishna. Any question, comment? Forgive me for my inabilities.
So my understanding is that yoga, maya, and antaranga shakti are the same. Is that correct?
Yeah.
And but we often hear, you were saying how yoga-māyā is under the control of Krishna, but then we also hear that it's under the control of Srimati Radharani, which I guess Srimati Radharani is under the control of Krishna, so ultimately it's Krishna.
Yeah, Maya or yoga-māyā is not only functioning in little area. The same Maya is also acting as Mahamaya, who's controlling throughout the material creation.
So Srimati Radharani's role?
Yeah, she is supreme. Supreme Maya. That yoga-māyā is the supreme Maya, and it is of course Krishna's Maya. Mama Maya Durataya. Krishna says, my Maya, which is very difficult to overcome. Mama Maya.
So one thing that bewilders devotees a lot is when Mahamaya comes into their lives and they don't, someone that's advanced, and say, this is actually Krishna teaching me a lesson.
True.
Right? So if we understand that Mahamaya, yoga-māyā, it's all Krishna coming and controlling our lives in such a way that we'll take deep shelter in our relationship with Him.
Yeah.
There was what's it called? Krishna. It's the course that the Pune Voice was always offering to the brand new students at the IITs. Discover Yourself seminar. So they kept statistics on that, and of those that took the course, it was something like 15% became devotees. Okay, and of those 15%, 85% took up Krishna consciousness because they were experiencing so much distress. So it's actually a very significant role in the lives of devotees, how Mahamaya slapped us around.
Yes.
So that we would, Krishna, it's too much. And then we take shelter in Krishna consciousness.
Yeah.
And then we're not, once we're there, it's no longer bugs us, no longer slaps us around, as a little bit. But the devotee sees it just as Krishna helping me.
Yeah. Actually, it is Krishna's Maya. That we cannot overcome Maya is because it is not ordinary Maya. It is Krishna's Maya. Nahang prakasha sarvasya yoga-māyā samāvrita. I am covered by yoga-māyā. And this is Mama Maya. It is Krishna's Maya. So, Krishna's Maya is as powerful as Krishna. So, we cannot fight Maya. But at the same time, we have to try and surrender to Krishna, then automatically Maya releases us. As we surrender to Krishna, Maya will naturally release us from our clutches. From our clutches. Clutches.
Still couldn't hear it.
Can you repeat that, Roji Singh, last part?
Clutch. समवेत भक्तवृंद की